The 2020 Ducati Streetfighter V4, V4S. Ducati stripped down its Panigale V4 superbike and made a handful of aesthetic and functional changes ahead of the 2020 model year to bring us the Streetfighter V4. The resulting machine is truly something to behold. The redesigned rider's triangle and stripped-down visage of the Streetfighter V4 and V4S are joined by a 200-plus horsepower Desmosedici Stradale engine and a robust electronics suite to round out the package and deliver the performance and control we expect from the Italian giant. 2020 Ducati Streetfighter V4 design. Biplane-style winglets provide 62 pounds of downforce at 168 miles per hour to keep the front end planted for max traction without affecting its agile flickability. The modern Streetfighters are somewhat new territory for Ducati. They rock pared-down engine cowlings to form a sportbike-like scoop that quickly disappears to leave much of the beast of an engine visible for a naked look that isn't quite as naked as the monster line. A minimal front fender contains the spray and protects the inner tubes of the inverted front forks from road grit that could lead to premature fork seal failure. Uphill from that is a rather naked typical headlight housing just big enough to house the dual LED headlights and LED daytime running lights that together help you see and be seen in all lighting conditions. Fork mount standoff turn signals complete the forward lighting, and while I'd have preferred to see them integrated with the mirrors, that detail alone is far from a deal-breaker for me. The instrumentation is bundled in its entirety by a 5-inch color TFT display. I think one of the most striking features of the new look have nothing to do with actual aesthetics, but instead, is part of the race-tastic nature of this line. I'm talking about the biplane-style winglets that project from the sides of the cowling and provide 62 pounds of downforce at 168 miles per hour to keep the front end planted and the front contact patch spread out for max traction. Of course, you can lift the front end at will, but the winglet's spoiler effect increases traction without affecting the agile flickability the Streetfighters bring to the table. Ducati calls it the ego booster design, and I certainly have to agree with the marketing folks on that point, a rare instance of truth in advertising. Rather than running with the usual clip-on handlebars, the factory opted for a wide, short rise bar that pushes your hands both upwards and back so as not to force you into that racer's crouch. True, they don't exactly fall out in relaxed commuter territory, but at least your wrists, shoulders, and neck catch a bit of a break. Wide flanges atop the 4.23-gallon fuel tank serve to improve penetration and reduce drag while also forming the knee pockets that let you pull your legs in out of the worst of the slipstream. Jockey mount footpegs pull your heels up high and tight to enable that lateral body English to help you toss it around in the turns. It's unclear if the shifter can be flipped around for the GP shift action, but the footpegs are mounted so high I doubt that's an issue. The pilot saddle meets a narrow waist to leave plenty of room for comfort, and while the fold-up footpegs on the subframe and pillion pad make it capable of hauling a passenger, it's really an "I'd rather not" kind of situation, and the passenger footrests are built to be easily removed ahead of track days. Same with the mudguard, plate holder, and blinker assembly that projects from the rear frame under the recessed taillight. 2020 Ducati Streetfighter V4 chassis. At the suspension we see the first divergence between the V4 and the V4S, both with top-shelf components.
To read the full article, check the link in the description. If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.